Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I did my literature review on early intervention programs and their impact on English proficiency for English language learners. So it's no surprise that English language learners do struggle academically oftentimes in comparison to their peers. However, as the US has become more diverse, um, and this influx of interest in intervention programs has become bigger, researchers have been led to ask the question, which one is best and which one is more effective for students learning English as a second language. My literature review discusses the many different types of intervention programs that have become available to ELLs in past years, but it also talks about which ones are more effective and which ones might be more useful when implemented in schools where English language proficiency is considered to be low. After going over these different studies, um, my literature review discusses that any sort of literature intervention is more useful than none at all. However, there should be more research done on how these literacy programs could be implemented in other subjects besides reading and writing, and also outside of school and maybe in places like the workplace. A lot of the times, English language learners are considered to be less likely than their peers to reach academic success and have a tendency to not perform as well on English language proficiency assessments for their state because they are not receiving the accurate academic support that they specifically are needing for their needs. So an argument for this is that the early intervention literacy programs are an absolute necessity to ELL students in order for them to become English language proficient. Without these programs, they are not receiving a fair or equal education that they have a right to in the US, and that it is vital that research in this topic is further investigated as the US population becomes more diverse in upcoming years. One study that I looked at that conducted and provided researchers with evidence was a 30-minute intervention with explicit instruction, and it showed to be beneficial for Spanish-speaking English language learners. This intervention was given for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week for 12 weeks. It focused on decoding skills, phonemic awareness, and content vocabulary, as well as many other skills that in the end indicated that their reading performance and English proficiency was improved significantly. Another study compared the effectiveness of one intervention that was English only and the same intervention but implemented in a transitional form from Spanish to English, and how both of those methods compared and resulted with just the regular curriculum for a preschool classroom. And results showed that both methods were equally effective. However, they were not as effective when looking at the Spanish fluency. Only English results were considered to be effective. So the purpose of this literature review is to analyze different studies that had been conducted and how these studies demonstrated a positive impact on their language fluency. In the future, it is relevant that these intervention programs should be looked at and discussed on how they could be implemented in places outside of the classroom, as well as in subjects like math and science. These studies show that future demographics of our school are more than likely going to become more diverse, and the educational needs of these students will also mirror that diversity. And then these are my references. Thank you so much.